If you've ever wanted to see the hit Broadway musical Come From Away live, we've got great news. It's coming to New Brunswick this August and September, and the production is a dream come true for our next guest, Tony Lepage, who is a Broadway actor and a cast member of the original Come From Away series on Apple TV, and he's originally from Fredericton, and he joins us live this morning. Good morning, Tony. It's great to see you.
Hi there. Great to see you, too. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Come From Away is such a beloved musical, not only for people who love musical theater, but for Atlantic Canadians. So what was the experience like to be a Maritimer cast member in the original Apple TV production, which gave the people a greater audience, which gave you a greater audience to be able to see this production?
Absolutely. It was it was an absolute honor. That's for sure. It's an incredible thing to be able to tell a story. You know, I'd done Rock of Ages on Broadway as well, which was just so much fun, and it was so great. And I love 80s rock music, but to actually be able to, you know, tell a story that is a story of essentially where I'm from, was just such a pleasure. And the great thing about the Apple TV thing is that not a lot of people can get to New York and go and see shows and go and see, you know, to get to Broadway and all of that. And so people would say, "Oh, I wish I could have seen you in it," and now they can just go, "Oop," and then put on Apple TV, and there I am. And the biggest thing for me is that whether I was in it or not, I just want the most people possible to be able to see this show, because it's so inspiring, and it just changes your life to watch it.
And we'll talk more about your role specifically in just a moment, but I want to talk about the Maritime connection to this show. This is going to be the first ever all New Brunswick cast, crew, and band. So what does that mean to you to be staging this production in your home province with that kind of talent at your side?
Yeah, it's incredible. My wife Courtney and I created a production company called Rogue Productions, and for me, our company is more than just a theater company. It really is my way of saying thank you to the province and the place and the people that gave me my start. I started right here in Fredericton, and I cannot wait for people to be able to, from here, to be able to see this put on by the people that are from here. And the cast is absolutely incredible. There's so much talent in New Brunswick, and we are just so thrilled. We're actually partnering with the St. John Theatre Company and the Kingsbury Kira International Residency for the Arts. We're going to be doing it in St. John and St. Andrews, and the collaboration has been magic. I can't think of anything more come from away than three local New Brunswick companies getting together to do this show.
And to do this show during this current political climate in New Brunswick, I mean, you've done this show in front of other audiences as well. What are you expecting? Are you expecting a different feel from the audience?
I think it's going to be, I think the show for East Coast Canadians is a real source of pride. And I think that we all need to be reminded that we live, the show does this so beautifully, is that we live in a global community. You know what I mean? All the things that are going on in the world right now, particularly across the border and all of that, it really is a select group of people that are doing that. And I think we just need to be reminded that we are more similar than we are different, and we can come together during this time and celebrate celebrate the world as a global community. Which
is a big message of the show as well. And I want to talk about the character you play, Kevin. If people haven't seen this show, you're one of those characters who actually is an American who is stranded in Gander, and he, as opposed to his partner, embraces the experience while he's stuck there in Gander.
Yes, Kevin. So Kevin and I know each other well. We've actually met, and yeah, he's great. He's such a great guy. And so Kevin, he actually, after this, he actually created a foundation called the Pay It Forward Foundation. And what he does is it's all about going out and doing acts of kindness, days of kindness, and things where people pay it forward. And so there's a part at the end of the show where he says he gives his employees $100 to go out and do random good deeds for strangers. It's a line that I have in the show, and it's something that's true. He actually does that, and he was very affected by the people of Gander and the people of East Coast Canada and the kind of hospitality that they extended, and he's absolutely carried that forward.
It is beautiful, and it's a dual role too, because at the same time you're playing him, you also have to represent Newfoundlanders as well, reacting to these passengers arriving.
Yeah, there's Garth is the other character that I play. So it's Kevin T, Garth, and others. Is everybody who in the show plays multiple people, sometimes 6 or 7 people. You put on a hat or you put on a jacket, and we all kind of go around and we're meant to represent the sort of thousands of people that were there during those 5 days. But yeah, it was a huge experience for lots of people. There's an absolutely beautiful, touching scene in the show where they welcome a busload of people from Africa, and neither of them speak the same language, and they're trying to communicate with one another, but they find common ground. And I think that that's something that's an amazing thing about the show, is that it really does just go to show that kindness is kindness, and it translates in any language.
That is one of the many big goosebump moments of the show. Finally,
Yeah.
from New Brunswick, you've performed on Broadway. Do you have any advice for young musical hopefuls in our region who dream of being on a stage like that?
Yeah, I think honestly, it's possible, is what I will say. That it is possible. Work hard, be kind, and be on time. Be prepared, and be kind to everyone that you meet along the way. Watch people that you admire and try to emulate what they do, and learn from them. I had the very good fortune of being in a very supportive environment. My friends and my family and this whole province has been very supportive of me. So find those people that support you and lean on them. But yeah, it's a crazy ride. There's no question. There's no straight road to it, but
Yeah.
it is possible if you work hard.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tony, well, it's so wonderful to hear of all your success and for you to bring the show. Very, very quickly, where can people get tickets or find out more?
Yes. So, like I said, we're collaborating with the St. John Theatre Company. The show is going on in St. John at the Imperial from the 9th to the 14th of September, but that is sold out. So you can see the show in the last 2 weekends of August in St. Andrews at the Kira Amphitheatre. It's this gorgeous outdoor amphitheater. It's going to be absolutely magical for those last 2 weekends in August. We're doing four shows each
Wow.
weekend. So you can go on to kingsburygarden.com to get your tickets, or rogueproductions.ca.
Okay, Tony, thank you so much. Break a leg, and if you need anything, you can head
Thanks.
over to Shoppers.
100% go down to Shoppers there.
Okay, bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, and we hope you have a great run to enjoy your time being back home.